Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Mukku. My name is Mukku. Today we are going to discuss the Republic of Singapore. Area 719 square kilometers. Population 5.4 million. GDP $397 billion. Per capita income 1,16,000 US dollars. 2022 data. In 1965 it left the Federation and became independent as the Republic of Singapore. Singapore ranks 3rd globally in Index of Good Government. 7th most innovative nation in the world in the latest Global Innovation Index. 4th rank in the per capita income in the world. The 9th most peaceful country in the world. Switzerland, Singapore and Denmark are the most talent competitive countries. How is gaining the top ranking in almost every good index? How has it become possible when Singapore became independent in 1965? What are the reasons behind this? Is it economic policies, government policies, or social policies? How has become a developed country in a few decades? 1. Introduction. Singapore is a small island city-state located in Southeast Asia that has achieved remarkable economic development since its independence in 1965. The country has become one of the world's wealthiest and most advanced economies, with a high standard of living and a thriving business sector. This topic will explore the key factors that have contributed to Singapore's development and success. 2. History. The history of Singapore dates back to the 3rd century when it was known as a trading port of the Srivijayan Empire. The island was later part of the Malacca Sultanate and then fell under the control of the Johor Sultanate. In the 19th century, the island was a British trading post and became a British colony in 1824. Singapore was occupied by the Japanese during World War II and later became a self-governing state in 1959. Singapore joined Malaysia in 1963, but tensions between the two nations led to Singapore's expulsion from Malaysia in 1965, after which it became an independent nation. 3. Economic policies. Singapore's economic policies have been key to its development. The government has pursued a policy of economic openness, welcoming foreign investment and free trade. The country has a low tax rate, minimal corruption, and a well-developed infrastructure that makes it an attractive destination for businesses. Singapore also has a skilled workforce, which is the result of its strong education system. The government has invested heavily in education, ensuring that citizens have access to high-quality education at all levels. Singapore has also invested heavily in research and development, with a focus on technology and innovation. 4. Government policies. Singapore's unique system of government has also played a role in its success. The country has a one-party system, with the People's Action Party, PAP, in power since 1959. While this has been criticized for its lack of political freedom, it has also been praised for its efficiency and effectiveness. The government has implemented policies that promote social cohesion and a sense of national identity. For example, the country has a national service program that requires all male citizens to serve in the military, which helps to foster a sense of loyalty and national identity. The government has also implemented policies to promote racial and religious harmony, including a quota system for public housing to ensure diversity in neighborhoods. 5. Social policies. Singapore has also implemented social policies that have contributed to its success. The country has a strong education system that produces a skilled workforce and has implemented policies to promote lifelong learning. The government has also invested heavily in healthcare, ensuring that citizens have access to affordable and high-quality healthcare. Singapore has a comprehensive social safety net, with programs to provide assistance to low-income families and the elderly. 6. Lee Kuan Yew. One person who played a major role in developing Singapore is its first Prime Minister, Lee Kuan Yew. Lee served as Prime Minister from 1959 to 1990, and during his time in office, he implemented policies that laid the foundation for Singapore's economic success. Lee believed in the importance of economic growth and pursued a policy of economic openness, welcoming foreign investment and free trade. He also invested heavily in education and research and development, recognizing that human capital and innovation were key to Singapore's future success. In addition, Lee implemented policies to promote social cohesion and national identities, such as the National Service Program and the quota system for public housing. Lee's leadership and vision were instrumental in Singapore's development into a modern, prosperous nation. 7. Roles of peoples. The people of Singapore have played a critical role in the country's development since independence. Here are some examples. A. Strong work ethic. Singaporeans are known for their strong work ethic and discipline. This has helped the country become one of the most productive and efficient economies in the world. B. Emphasis on education. Education is highly valued in Singapore, and the government has invested heavily in the education system. Singaporeans have responded by taking advantage of these opportunities, resulting in a highly educated and skilled workforce. C. Social cohesion. Singaporeans have worked together to promote social cohesion and a sense of national identity. This has helped to create a stable and harmonious society, which in turn has contributed to Singapore's economic success. D. Entrepreneurship. Singaporeans have a strong entrepreneurial spirit, and many have started their own businesses. This has helped to drive innovation and economic growth. E. Civic engagement. Singaporeans are actively engaged in civic life and participate in community initiatives. This has helped to create a strong sense of community and social responsibility. F. Overall, the people of Singapore have played an essential role in making the country a developed nation. Their hard work, dedication, and commitment to education and community have helped Singapore become one of the most prosperous and successful economies in the world. 8. Criticism of Singapore. A. Lack of political freedom. Singapore has been criticized for its strict laws and regulations, which limit political freedom and suppress dissenting voices. The country's ruling party has been in power since its independence in 1965, and critics argue that this has led to a lack of genuine democratic representation. B. Limited freedom of expression. Singapore has strict laws regulating freedom of speech and expression, including laws against defamation and sedition. Critics argue that this can stifle dissenting voices and limit the ability of citizens to express themselves freely. C. Income inequality. Despite Singapore's reputation as a wealthy country, income inequality is still a significant issue. The country has one of the highest levels of income inequality in the developed world, with a significant wealth gap between the rich and poor. D. High cost of living. Singapore is one of the most expensive cities in the world to live in, with high costs for housing, transportation, and food. This can make it difficult for low-income residents to make ends meet. E. Strict laws and harsh penalties. Singapore is known for its strict laws and harsh penalties for even minor offenses, such as littering or chewing gum in public. Critics argue that these laws can be overly punitive and limit personal freedoms. It is worth noting, however, that Singapore has also been praised for its efficient and effective government, low levels of corruption, and high standard of living. As with any society, there are both positives and negatives to consider. Conclusion: Singapore's development has been a remarkable success story. The country has overcome significant challenges to become one of the most advanced economies in the world. Its economic, government, and social policies have all played a role in its success. While there are still challenges facing the country, such as an aging population and a need to diversify its economy, Singapore's experience offers valuable lessons for other countries seeking to achieve economic development and prosperity. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment.